Shalom, it's the brother Azariah, back again with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who do rule and teach well. Peace and blessing to the sincere brothers, the Akim, pushing his truth to the four corners of the earth in sincerity. Also to the few sisters, the Akwat, listening as well. To you I say Shalom. So we're going to jump right into it. Democrat staffer caught praying to Satan on Capitol grounds. So the people that run America, that run Europe, that run the majority, if not all, of these world governments, but mainly in the West, Europe and America, these people are Satanists. Now, Yahushua, whom the world called Jesus Christ, he said what? You shall know a tree by its fruit, right? So if we're looking at a group of people, if we're looking at the rulers, and and if you honestly look at what they're doing, the policies they put in place, the measures that they're about to bring forth, unrighteous decrees, Isaiah 10:1, clearly these people are wicked. Job 9:24 says the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. So you shall know a tree by the fruit that it bear. And the fruit that the rulers of America are bearing is adverse, is wicked against the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. And I'll just say this. It would be fine if Esau, because that's who rules over the earth, Esau, Edom, okay, so-called white people, so-called Europeans, right? It would have been fine if they worship Satan, but the hypocrisy, the contradiction comes in where the president, all of these politicians that get into office, they have to what? They have to swear upon the Bible. You see, America proclaims itself as a Christian nation, or at least it was founded upon biblical principles. So the fact that you have Satanists running the government, putting adverse laws into society, which are against the laws of the Heavenly Father, clearly this is a high level wickedness. And in the book of Ephesians 6:12, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So when you see news come out, and again, this is nothing new. This is not new information. We know. We don't even have to see an article like this to know what these people are on. We can just see by their actions who they serve. And they clearly do not serve the God of the Bible. They do not serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as they claim to. Joe Biden, he swore on the Bible in his inauguration. All the presidents did it. But the acts that they commit behind closed doors that is now being leaked to the public are satanic acts. Okay, these people are down with the left hand side. You see? And these are the people that are in charge of the government. And Yahushua said, what again? He said, if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. So these leaders, they're clearly blind because they have no wisdom. The directions that they're getting is coming from the spiritual being Satan. That's who they worship. What do you think Hollywood Grove and all these Eyes Wide Shut and all these satanic parties that be going on with these? Listen, man, this is who they serve, and that's evident. That's clear to see. So we can get into the article. I ain't mean to ramble on. I just wanted to give some context, right? So, Michigan Democrats media production specialist Samantha Skorka posted a photo and swiftly deleted a photo of herself kissing and praising a statue of Baphomet. And Baphomet is what? An androgynous demon. Okay, matter of fact, for the sake of edification, let's bring this out. Okay, because Baphomet is directly tied to all of what you're seeing with this transformer agenda, with the rainbow agenda. You know, let me get let's just get it from the Wikipedia. Okay, so check this out. Baphomet is a deity which the Knights Templar, okay, which the Knights Templar, that goes back thousands of years, you see, which is basically Satanism, were accused of worshiping, that subsequently became incorporated into various occult and Western esoteric traditions. The name Baphomet in trial transcripts for the Inquisition of the Knights Templar starting in 1307. It first came into popular English usage in the 19th century during debate and speculation on the reasons for the suppression of the Templar order. All right, so you see here the goat head, the six-pointed star, the body of a man, the goat legs, you see. Now look at this wicked image, right? It has the breasts of a woman, all right, the body of a man, and features of goat and angel wings. So see, it says here, composed of binary elements. Binary means what? Both having man and woman features, which you can see today by the laws that have been put in place for the transformer community, for the LGBT plus, is directly tied to what? Baphomet worship. You see? Composed of binary elements representing the symbolization of the equilibrium of opposites, half human and half animal, male and female, good and evil. Levi's intention was to symbolize his concept of balance, with Baphomet representing the goal of a perfect social order under Satan. And this guy, Eliphas Levi, was what? A small hat. You see? He's an Amalekite. He's a small hat. He's a so-called JOO. All right? And this is where, now this, you know, this, he didn't invent the Baphomet, but he pushed it heavy. Okay? A French esoterist, poet, and writer. Initially pursuing an ecclesiastical career in the Catholic Church, he abandoned the priesthood in his mid-20s and became a ceremonial magician. So he went into witchcraft. All right, and he pushed this image heavy. All right, once he got some pull, but not to get off too far into that. Okay, so these people are down with the spiritual being Satan. So see, the scriptures say that there's nothing hidden which shall not be made known, which shall not come to the light. Okay, everybody getting exposed. From these Hollywood entertainers to these actors to these politicians, even up as high as the president. Okay, spiritual wickedness in high places that have been placed there by the Satanic Temple in recognition of the holiday season. And America prides itself upon what? Welcoming all religions, all philosophies, all ways of life, which in and of itself, that shows you this is not a righteous society. Because why, if you're accepting and tolerating of all religions, well, guess what? Satanism is one of those religions. Okay, people can make their own religion. A person can come up and say, oh, well, my religion is dealing with little children, dealing with little boys, little girls, dealing with animals, right? My religion is putting people to death. This is what people can come up and say. And guess what? According to the law of the land, they can't persecute you for that. So all of this wickedness and confusion and perversion, number one, it shows that this place is indeed Babylon the Great, or Mystery Babylon that the Bible refers to. America, this is it. And it also shows that this place need to be destroyed. Because just imagine if America was allowed to continue on as a nation for another, you know, I'm not even going to say another 20 years. Just imagine another 10 years of being here. Look at the state of the people already. Everybody's bugged out. Everybody's weird. Everybody's a freak. How much more in 10 years? Think about how things were 10 years ago. Yeah, things was bad, but it wasn't this bad. 10 years from now, the whole earth would be turned out under the vibration of these devils. You see? Yeah, so you see there. And this, Christmas holiday is a satanic holiday, man. You know? When you go to Jeremiah 10, it tells you not to celebrate Christmas, taking a tree out the forest and decking it with silver and gold and all that. So this is a satanic holiday, and when people indulge in these things, it puts spirits on you. All right. And then again, you had the FBI and the DHS warn of increased. This is bugged out, man. But anyway, you had the FBI and the DHS warn of heightened terroristic activity during the holiday season. Why is that? Because these spirits that are out here are going to be on a high level during this time. A lot of sacrifices are going to be made during this season, going into 2024. But yeah, this is official government docs prove Michelle Obama did not give birth. See, this is why we got to get out of here, man. This is why the Lord must come and destroy. And we already know this, but as I mentioned before, there's nothing hidden that shall not come to the light. The Lord is exposing everything, man. All right, the Lord is exposing all these devils, you see, for who they really are, for how they really get down. All right, and they, all these people are Satanists. Let me see, hold on. In the name of Satan, I claim the sexy satanic Baphomet Goat altar at our Michigan Capitol. Amen. You see this? So the people that are in power, which are the Edomites, okay, their father is Satan. It's not Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because they don't do the works of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Again, the blatant hypocrisy. They claim that they serve the God of the Bible, but they don't do nothing that the Bible says do. Everything that the Bible is against, they push for it. 2 Thessalonians 2 in verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Perdition goes into destruction. So who is that man of sin? Who is that son of perdition, Salakia? The vessels of wrath fitted for destruction. Well, it's the Edomites. Okay, these are the mortal enemies of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. No other nation, boldly opposes and bucks up against the Lord like Esau. Why? Because this is in their spirit to do so. Okay, they are adverse. They're the adversary. Adversary means what? To be opposed to be against. So they're against everything that the Heavenly Father has set up on the earth. They're against creation itself. Why you think they're producing lab grown meat? Why are they creating all this AI, artificial intelligence? You see? It's all rebellion against the Lord. Verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahweh, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And he did that when? White Jesus, which is really the image of Cesare Borgia, son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome. They made the angels white. They made God a so-called white man. They made the angels white. They made all the patriarchs and the prophets of the Bible white. That's why it says showing himself that he is God, which is blasphemy. You see? And don't the Bible say not to make any graven images? And Esau went ahead and he, did that. Don't the Bible say not to take, not to take away or add anything to the testimony? Didn't Esau do that? No other nation is guilty of that except the so-called white man, the Edomites. They're the only nation that's guilty of that. Ishmael didn't make Arab Jesus. Okay, Moab didn't make Chinese God. No, it's only Esau that did that, and it tells you that they would do that in the book of Maccabees. First Maccabees, that they would lay open the book of the law and seek to paint the likeness of their own images. Only one group of people did that, man, and push that image all around the planet Earth to deceive the masses. And that deception is still going strong to this day. So who's the devil? Who's the deceiver of the earth? Let's see. Okay. These people. All right. And the Most High is exposing them. And rightfully so. Because they have no shame about what they're doing. And this is an actual Twitter post from Samantha Skorka, right? And it says, in the name of Satan, I claim the sexy, and this has since been taken down. I claim the sexy satanic Baphomet gold altar at our Michigan Capitol. You see? Yeah, man. Hey, the Most High about to get these devils out the way. Because, we're at the point now where this is just too much. This is just open rebellion against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But the thing is, it's all about to be put to an end. That we can go here. Dukes of Hazzard Star says Biden is guilty of treason and should be publicly hung. And this goes into what? Civil war. Okay, which majority of the American population don't trust or approve of what the White House is doing. Then you have what came out this week about two men getting it on in the U.S. Capitol building. All kind of stuff is coming out on Joe Biden that his daughter is pretty much suing him for rape or grape, should I say? Because he was touching her in a shower, making advances. All kind of evil and wickedness that these devils do. But they put on a suit and tie. They got the gift of gab. They can talk well, and people listen. But those days are coming to an end because clearly, the fruit that they're bearing is evil fruit, and even their own people is calling them out. You see, so hey, he said that Biden is guilty of treason, which in fact he is, and he should be publicly hung. And this is the same spirit that you saw during the French Revolution, okay, where the lower level people, they saw all the wickedness that their leaders were doing, and they just said, nah, to hell with this. We about to rise up against them and take them out of power. You see? So, hey, the same thing about to happen again. Joe Biden and his son Hunter are both guilty of treason and should be publicly hung, according to actor John Schneider, the former star of the Dukes of Hazzard, who posted the incendiary message on his X account. And this guy, the fact that he's saying this because he got a lot of influence, like he's a movie star. You see, so how many people agree with him? How many people actually are for, which is majority of Americans, are for hanging Joe Biden and bringing him up on charges of treason? That's majority of the population because nobody likes this devil, man. Okay, really, everyone is tired of these people, man. Seriously, everybody is tired of these damn devils. And they just wax worse. You know, you thought Trump was bad. Hey, Biden is much worse. Okay, Biden's so bad that people want Trump back in office, but they don't understand. No matter who's in there, the agenda's still gonna be pushed regardless. It don't matter if it's Biden, if it's Trump, if it's hey, you name it. The agenda of the world banking elites is still gonna be pushed through these people. That's the bottom line. All right. Says quote here, Trump poses many threats to our country. The right to choose, civil rights, voting rights, and America's standing in the world. But the greatest threat he poses is to our democracy. If we lose that, we lose everything. So that's what Biden wrote, right? But what are you doing though? You talking about Trump, but you actually worse than Trump. All right. Inflation wasn't as bad when Trump was in office. You know, people wasn't struggling to get by when Trump was in office. Which we know that the powers that be, they work in gradualism. You know. Now I'm not saying that America was better off with Trump in there. You know, because things was bad back then too. But with Biden, things are just unbearable. You see, to the point where majority of the U.S. population feel this way. And this leads me here. All right, Salakia. This movie titled Civil War that is set to release on April 26th. Now, why are they releasing such a movie? We've seen all kind of apocalyptic type movies in years past, but the fact that because you just had Leave the World Behind, a lot of people was talking about that, and now you have this, which is set to release in early next year. Because why? Ultimately, the powers that be, they speak to the populace through imagery, and one of the ways that they push the imagery is through the use of cinema. All right, it's one of their self-fulfilling prophecies, if you will. Another show that pushes a lot of self-fulfilling prophecy with these devils is The Simpsons. You be seeing how on The Simpsons, like a lot of stuff, even down to the 911 event, let's jump on that real quick. The 911 event, there was a Simpson episode that was aired before, I believe, a year or two before the event actually happened, and it happened exactly how it was depicted in The Simpsons. But who controls these Hollywood studios? Who controls these animation companies? Well, they're small hats. That's who funds these events that take place. And that was one of the biggest false flags that, if not the biggest false flag that happened on American soil. And what happened after that? More of your rights were taken away. More of your way of life was changed forever. You see what I'm saying? So with this movie here, they showing you what's about to happen in America. Listen, the elites know that they about to push some very egregious shit on the people, so they already know that people not gonna go for that, because you got a lot of patriots in America that see what the elites is doing, and they like, we gotta take a stand. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau is like, listen, this right here is all we got. America is all we got. And they love America to the death. They love America so much that they willing to die for America, even if it means going against their own government. That's what they about to do. So yeah, it is about to be a civil war, and this is biblical prophecy. It tells you about in Second Ezra, the 15th chapter. It tells you about seditions among men. It tells you about people not regarding their rulers. Okay, rising up against. Matter of fact, let me go there, man. Because the Bible speaks of the times that we in. It tells you how bad that things is about to get. You see what I'm saying? Let me go to 2nd Ezra 15 real quick. Bear with me. talks about that seditions among men, should I say. Second Ezra 15 and verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another in swords in their hands. Okay, we know the modern day sword is the gun. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. Kings and princes represent who? The rulers of the government. Joe Biden, their local governor, mayor, state politician. Because look, everything is coming out on these people that they wicked as hell, that they don't have the best interests of the American people in their heart. What they're pushing is the agenda of the globalist bankers. That's really what's going on. So then, men having, intercourse in the Capitol building, Joe Biden being brought up on charges, Trump, all these people are corrupt. So it's coming to the point now, people are like, why should we listen to these people? Number one, they're evil. All the laws that they're pushing are against the people. People now realize that this government is not for the people. And what's making them realize that? Hard times, losing jobs, not being able to make ends meet, having to work yourself to death, not being able to retire because the cost of living is through the roof. You got people that's in their 70s, 80s still having to go to work because they don't have enough money, and the retirement pension that they get is not enough to cover their living expenses, so they got to go back to work. This is what's causing people to have this seditious attitude towards the government. This is what's going to cause people to rise up and revolt. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they're not going to give a damn what nobody got to say. They're going to rise up and say, nah, we going to take back America. You see? They say, nah, we going to take America back. Because y'all pushing the agenda of what Klaus Schwab and the World Health Organization. Look, people already know that the CV19, all that was straight up BS. And they see what it's doing to their family members. They're seeing what it's doing to their loved ones, to associates, friends. Many people are being deleted off the earth because that agenda was pushed heavy, and people got that stuff up in them, and they going back to the spirit world. So people are putting two and two together, and they're seeing that it equals 4, and the common denominator of who's pushing these things go back to the wicked, basically. Okay, so without further ado, I'll go ahead and play this trailer so y'all can see. Hey, they look, they putting it out in the open for the world to see. Let's get it.
19 states have seceded.
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The three-term president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Citizens of America.
The so-called Western forces of Texas and California
Have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens?
We're moving to D.C. today.
You need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death. Blooded.
Every time I survived the war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? Well, you're American, okay?
Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
The Western forces will reach the White House on July
you're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
God bless America.
So y'all, y'all see that it's about to go down, man. Okay, time's about to get real. This is the time that the prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua have been speaking of. It's all about to happen. 2024 is about to go down for real. So as we tell our people to gird yourself up in the spirit, leave this world behind. Listen, man, all this here it's all about to be destroyed. It's all about to be dissolved. They already told you in multiple articles. You got Gurkha troops in America. You got UN troops in America. You have all these migrants coming over the border. And who knows who they are? Who knows? Iranians, Chinese military age men. Listen, you have a lot going on, man. You see? If you seen the movie Forever Purge, it's going to be just like that. Purge election year, all the Purge movies, man, that's what's about to go down in 2024. Let me read this in Mark chapter 13 in verse 19. It says, "For in those days shall be affliction such as was not from the beginning of creation, which God created unto this time, neither shall be." So we coming into the days of what? A great tribulation. Okay, great violence, great pestilence, lack of food, famine. Okay, the love of many waxing cold, which is going to lead to what? Excess death, excess mortality. You see? And it's going to be so bad, what? Verse 20, "And except that the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days." So you see, what's about to happen on the earth? It's about to be a time like no other. All right. Purge election year, Forever Purge. Those movies don't do what's about to really happen on the earth. Those movies don't do prophecy justice, man. Okay. That, they really had to water those movies down. They really had to water those movies down to show it in the theaters, you know what I'm saying? Because they know that they can't go all out and show what they really want to show, because it'll induce fear in people, you know what I'm saying? And is really just too hardcore. But what's really about to go down, hey, the Bible tells you that men's hearts shall fail them for fear, for seeing those things that are happening on the earth. Hey, man, people's hearts gonna fail them for fear, man. They're not gonna know what to do. They're not gonna know who to call on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, these people about to be fooled, man. They're about to be fooled for the wolves out here. You see, but we that trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, hey, look, we gonna call on that name when that evil comes upon the earth. Hey, we calling on the Lord right now. And it's all kind of judgment. It's all kind of evil going on out here, man. And guess what? We safe. We have faith. We have confidence in the Lord that when the destruction comes, we good. We ain't got nothing to worry about. Yeah, we going to have to go through it, but the Lord going to make a way for us through all the calamity. That's what we got. That's what we have forward. That's what we have to look forward to. The wicked people of this world, they going to perish. Then what? You got Bill Gates talking about in 2024, billions of people are going to be knocked off. How can he say such things? Well, because that's what they have planned. And guess what? All of this is coming from the Heavenly Father. Okay, all of this is coming from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to recompense the wicked. But who is he using to do it? Who is producing and funding these movies? It's Edomites. They're the ones that's showing you these on-screen things, and really, this is a warning from the Lord. If you can receive that through the Spirit, this is a warning from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to show you, visualize of things to come. But he's using the wicked to do it. Okay, he's using Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, to show you of these things before they happen. Okay, you have the men, you know, that the Lord has endowed with the Spirit to bring these things out, preaching and prophesying, and you also have the worldly aspect of it as well, in movies and TV, film, cinema. You see, so that no one is going to have an excuse when all hell does break loose as to why they did not repent, because you well saw and were warned of these things before they happened. Mark Zuckerberg and the top elites of this world, the people that got money, they're going into bunkers right now. Why are they doing this? Because this is what's about to happen, and they don't want to be in the midst of it. So you got to be a damn fool to have them show you these things and not take heed to it. They're preparing carnally, okay, but how much more should you be preparing in the spirit? Because once again, the Lord is bringing this thing to the earth. So hey, I'll just say it plainly. The time we coming into, it's either you with the Lord or you against him. It ain't gonna be no gray area to where you know what I'm saying, you can straddle the fence. And no, if you're not with the Lord, which means if you're not serving the Lord in truth and sincerity, if you're not calling upon the names of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, okay, if you're not being obedient to the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability in this captivity, if you're in the world reveling and you know, going all out in wickedness, then guess what? The Lord is going to take you in these things that are coming. You see? That's why the scriptures say what? To come out of this world that ye receive not of the plagues. If you're in this world, if you love this world, you're going to be taken with this world. Bottom line. There's some more articles that's on here. Crazy stuff. Okay. CCP caught funding climate change groups to propagandize Americans and destroy economy. See, everything is coming out. Socialist politician who campaigns for open borders brutally beaten by migrants in own house. So hey, look, it's all kind of wild stuff going on. The dirty secrets about lab-grown meat. The EU dumps at least 215 million CV-19. You see? A former Vatican official sentenced to 5.5 years in jail over corruption scandal. Look, the wicked is being exposed. Bill Gates predicts 2024 will be the year AI completely takes over the world. Madness, man. Unremarkable male athlete. And the reason why I'm laughing is because these devils are so wicked, you know? These devils are just so wicked, man, to the point where it's really ridiculous how wicked that they are. Because clearly this is a man. But oh man. Yo, man. This is crazy. We got to get out of here. This place is bugged out to the max. Male athlete breaks college track record after switching to women's team. So he's not even classified as a woman, but he's able to switch over because he looks like a woman. Utter madness. You see what this says here? I ain't gonna read that, you know. Yeah, man. Hey, we are in those times. And I'll get these last two articles and we can close out. Evacuation warnings for areas in LA and Ventura counties. More judgment from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, severe weather. Nahum 1 and 3.
All right, let's get to breaking news, though, right now. 2 counties have evacuation warnings in place because of the winter storm. Mark Liu, he's got more at the desk to tell us who's at risk. Mark, what do you know?
Yeah, good morning, Chris. So it's LA and Ventura County. They have some evacuation warning zones in effect. And in the case of Ventura County, they've just converted one area to an evacuation order. That's where Cara Finstrom had been doing her report on those homes that were flooded. If you come out to my screen here, I'm going to show you where all of these areas are. First up, this is Ventura County right here. This one has been in place since yesterday at 9 a.m. There's an evacuation warning area here for Camp Chafee, Casita Springs area. It's a campground. A few buildings here, not a lot of people here, but they are concerned. People in that area need to be ready to leave if it converts to a order. Now down here in Camarillo, there's a very small evacuation warning area. This one has also been in place since yesterday, just 4 homes wide. It's because of a historical problem with a drainage ditch here and a broken corrugated pipe. That's what the Ventura County Public Information Officer told me. They're concerned about flooding there if the rain intensifies. And then, of course, the evacuation order that Cara Finstrom had just been reporting on. It's here in a place around this neighborhood of Boker Park. It's red. You can see it, all of these homes under an evacuation order and an evacuation warning for these homes just to the north.
So them people in Cali on the West Coast in general, they catching hell. Okay, the Lord jacking them people up, which the West Coast, we already know all kind of wicked industries and stuff is going on over there. You know, that's, the West, that's pretty much the most liberal part of America. So everybody over there is pretty much through, finished. You see what I'm saying? You got all these storms in the Pacific that's going on over
Thank
there.
you for north. Now, this isn't the only county that's having evacuation.
You know what I'm saying? You got all kind of stuff going on. Get this last one, we can close out. All right. Indonesia's Mount Merapi erupts again. Flights grounded, airport closed. Okay, we ain't got to get into it, but this is we're in a time of intense judgment on the earth, in which the Most High is visiting the earth that He has made, going back to 2nd Ezra 9 in verse 1. All right, so these calamities are increasing, and we can go there real quick. The scriptures speak about calamities coming upon the earth being likened unto the birth pains that a woman experience when she's going through labor. 2nd Ezra 16 in verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth. Great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So this is nothing but judgment from the Heavenly Father being brought upon the earth to recompense the wicked people of the earth for their wickedness. And with that, I'll go ahead and close out here. Hopefully this lesson was edifying and informative through the Rakah Kadash. In closing, call halal, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rakah Kadash. And until next time, Lord willing, shalom unto the elect.